If you lose trust, even the best data projects in the world won't save you. Here's one way you can gain trust of your stakeholder as a data expert. First of all, welcome to my cyberspace. A lot of times when people get into a new organization, they're probably worried about if they've actually gained the trust of their managers or the stakeholders that they're working with. One of the first thing I will tell you is that gaining trust takes time. So it's not going to be like you get to the organization day one and the next thing they start to give you is all of their database or access to different platforms. They are going to see your track record. Are you good, or do you say you could do what you can do? And as it takes time to build trust, another thing that could happen is you could have maybe lost your trust in one way or the other by maybe making a mistake in a project, which happens almost to every data expert. But here are a few ways you can actually mitigate or reduce the rate at which you make mistake. You could make sure you validate your numbers well enough before sending a report. So if there are existing reports, or you know that this number should actually be around this range, when you have conversations with your stakeholders, you can ask them questions like, oh, what is this number looking like, or what is this report going to look like? When they give you that is sort of something you can extrapolate from when your result is not falling in that range. Another thing I would also prioritize if I were you is excellence over early delivery. You don't want to rush into like giving a report earlier than expected without taking your time or due diligence to validate that your query or your code is correct. There's a place of human error. One of the ways to mitigate human error is either send it to your co-workers to help you review if whatever you did is accurate or not. Another thing I will also mention is you want to under promise and over deliver. So how do you do that? So when there is a target date or a due date for a project, you want to tell your stakeholders that, oh, I'm going to have this ready by XYZ date, and you already know the dates that you can have that ready. You can maybe add 2 days more, depends on like the urgency of the project. But generally, one of the things that would make you gain trust with your stakeholder, which I think is a very great step, is that you want to be genuinely interested to see yourself as a partner and not somebody that just supply them data to go use. You want to see yourself as, okay, this is my organization, this is our organization, and how can I make your job easy, and how can I help you make data driven decision. If this video was a value for time, do also check out my other videos. You could also go to my YouTube channel to look at this video extensively. Thank you. Ciao.